run a simple business of buying product and selling them. And actually the biggest stakeholder in our world, and yes, it's expanding, is our customer. So in that world, we have got a direct accountability to deliver to the customer. Yes, we have to understand law, we have to influence government in legislation that wants to be passed, and we do that in a way that we can understand, because I just want to go back to this issue of the role of business and government, is I think in the context of business, we sometimes assume government knows everything. They understand how things work end to end. And I think we've got a part to play, and certainly from a Woolworths perspective, we need to do more of that to really get people to deeply, and government to deeply understand, and we have not been, we've quite been reticent about doing that. We're trying to do more. So onto the issue of leadership. Even in engaging with government, it starts with leaders. But let me just talk about being in this people business and customer business. Ultimately, it is about crystal clarity of what you believe the organization needs to stand for. And for me, certainly, and we've just been through a process now, that question of what we stand for, is our brand still going to be future fit, fresh for the future? And we asked, and I stood up at a leadership day and decided we're asking all 31,000 people for their view. We can sit at the top of the organization and be completely out of touch. 7,000 people. And my wonderful EA, Melissa, when I said 31,000 people, I think everybody freaked out, including myself. And then we got onto, so how are we going to hear the voices of people? 7,000 people shared their voices, and the interesting part about that is so much commonality. They ultimately just want to deliver to our values in a broad sense. They want to be proud of Woolworths, they want quality, they want service. And so it's important to engage that there is a commonality between what people want and what customers want. So we're engaging customers right now. But it starts with you. You have to be crystal clear. You have to buy into it. You expect your teams into it right through the organization. The sales assistant also needs to buy into that. And when a sales assistant can tell you, when I do these face-to-face discussions, I just need to make sure that my uniform is of good quality because I want to represent your brand. You know that they actually understand your brand. So if I can give you an example of how it is so critical that what you stand for is based essentially on your values. Integrity is critically important as one value for Woolworths. And just recently, I don't know how many of you have read the newspaper, but we recalled a baby jumper with an elephant on the front. Now, if you read it, 19 people bought that product. So probably if you just thought commercially, you'd say, it's going to cost me all this. Why am I going to do this? It was not even a consideration. One baby that swallows that little thing is one too much. So it does not matter. The principle is safety is important to us. Our integrity is important. We are the custodians of our product. Our brand is on everything. We have to stand by it, and reputation is one of the most important parts. And you outsource the management of that reputation to ordinary people every single day. And so you have to stand for something based on values. And as I said earlier, you do it as a system. There isn't one thing that you do. You have to stand up and talk about it. You have to train for it. You have to recruit for it. I've been at Woolworths for 21 years because my personal brand is aligned to Woolworths' brand. My personal values is aligned to Woolworths' values. And that's what people do. People stay for a very long time. And interestingly, those who don't espouse the values don't last. And so you trust people again, that you've given them the tools, you've trained, we do value-based leadership, we reward people. In fact, in a month's time, there'll be CEO awards for people who have espoused these values, and we celebrate this to show that it's possible. So it's a system that needs to be constantly reiterated and recommunicated, but it's in the practice that people know, and that was one example just of the, and I'm going to give you just another example about Christmas cakes many moons ago. We had advertised the best Christmas cake we were going to have in the market, and when they arrived, and remember, we truly want to deliver quality. When this Christmas cake arrived, it's been on every news bulletin and on every magazine, it wasn't of the quality we wanted. We did not put the Christmas cake on the shelf.
So you didn't say let them eat cake?
We definitely did not. And so it's practicing what you stand for, even if there's a negative commercial reality. And that's what people need to see over and over and over again.